This week, Raina Gottschick, the new Chief Executive Officer for Avis, on keeping a brand fresh, contemporary and relevant. And the story's even more interesting because the Avis brand has also just acquired the Budget brand. There's a fair amount of parity in the market these days. So I think, Raina, welcome to you and thanks very much for joining us. The first question to you is, how do you differentiate a car brand experience?
Hi, Jeremy. Yeah, car rental becomes a commodity in our environment, and as Avis, the way we've historically differentiated ourselves is through the service we deliver. We believe we've got the best people in the industry, and that's made us the market leader. We invest a lot in our people. Our people are the brand ambassadors that actually deal with the customer, and they are the people that make sure we survive.
When you're talking about investing in the people, it's interesting because people inevitably make a brand and make a brand experience. How do you do that? What do you look for?
Look, first of all, we really try and get people. We've got a very clear DNA as a company, a very clear vision, which is exceeding customers' expectations. And we really invest in our people in terms of training, making sure they got the tools to do the job. And as the executive team, we serve our team to make sure that they can deliver on that service and our promise of we try harder.
What do people these days want from a car rental experience? I mean, it's getting from A to B in a clean car, surely, or is there more to it than that?
Sometimes with the international customer, look, I think each customer's needs is different. Yeah. The international customer, they want to spend a bit more time, get to know the country. A corporate customer, like you say, literally want to get in the car, get the keys, and off they go. So you need to treat each customer differently and make sure that we actually listen to the customer.
It's in many ways, it's speed at desk and speed of getting into your car. I want to get off the aeroplane. The quicker I can get the keys into my car on the road, the happier I'm surely going to be with my car rental experience.
100%. And globally, we're part of the Avis Budget Group. And there's a lot of investment going into systems, processes to make it quicker, faster, and make sure we actually try and listen to the customer to do what they want to do, get the keys, make sure there's a limited paperwork and move on.
Raina, I understand that you entered this business 16, 17 years ago. Describe the Avis brand then and maybe how the Avis brand has changed.
Yeah, I joined Avis in 1998, so as a business I think we had probably about 4,000 cars then. We're sitting on about 25,000 cars at the moment. So if you think of the business, it's grown exponentially. And we were probably 300-400 people. We're now over 2,000. So if you talk about people make or break a brand, for us, if we haven't got those 2,000 brand ambassadors aligned and make sure we deliver on our promise to the customer, you will fail. So it's grown a lot.
Is customer loyalty a big thing in your space? So if I use Avis once, am I going to use it again, or do I shop around as a customer?
In different segments, if you look at people, local leisure travel, often people really want to go for the cheapest brand, or depending on the customer's needs. Some customers are happy to pay a little bit more for that exceptional service. But I think in general, if you look at corporate accounts, where it's consistent, excellent service, where you know what you're going to get.
I accept that, but you've also got to compete on price quite aggressively these days.
Which we do. Price is a big part of the business, and I think that's something that's put a lot of pressure on the car rental business. If you look as an industry over the last 5 years, rental rates have increased by probably 3-4% a year, compared to if you've seen what's happened to vehicle pricing.
Sure. Let's talk a little bit about the budget side of the equation, if we can. It's now come into your stable, two very different brands. First of all, differentiate Budget from Avis, and then tell me how you're going to market the two brands to very different segments.
Look, firstly, for us as Avis, or now Avis Budget, it's a very exciting opportunity. Globally, we're part of the Avis Budget Group. So globally, Avis Budget as a dual brand has been run successfully for probably the last 10, 11 years. So for us, it's really, first of all, alignment with our principle globally. And then secondly, I think Avis will always remain a premium brand, looking at the niche market, whereas Budget is more your exciting first-time rentals, a fun type brand. So obviously targeting two different segments in the market.
What about the entry of new players into the market? Is that likely?
Any new entrant into any industry is bound to have an effect on that market or that industry or any new brand.
And it puts more price pressure into the market, doesn't it?
It puts more price pressure, but it also sharpens up the service and just the general industry as a whole. So, like I said, I think any new player will have an effect. So for us, definitely there will be an effect.
Gottschick from Avis Budget, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Jimmy.